Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on a Lincoln. We're going to be replacing a starter. I gotta remember what kind of Lincoln this is. It's a 2008 Lincoln LS V8. That's what this is. So we're going to be replacing a starter on this. We already got the tire off. So we're about to get going on the other things. You do have to take the wheel well out, which I already did off camera. This job is in itself just a headache. So I'm going to crawl under here and show you guys that. But I'm not going to keep filming. I'm going to cut here. Then I'll get back to you guys once I get under the car. I don't know if you can see it, but here is the starter. Let me see if I'll get this stuff out your way. There it is. First thing I'm going to take off is this ground wire, which is a headache in itself. And then we're going to move on to all the horrible bolt placements to get this off of here. So this is a 13 millimeter. I can't really hold the camera and get you guys a good angle. So I'm going to cut here and I'm going to take this bolt off. And I'll get back to you guys after that. Alright guys, my audio went out. This is the ground wire we just took out. This is the first mounting bolt for the starter right there. It doubles as the ground as well. That is the power to the starter. We're going to disconnect that soon. That is a 13 millimeter. So is the bolt for the ground. And also both mounting starter bolts are 13 as well. I'm explaining what we're going to be doing and explaining the sizes of the nut we're going to take off. I just pointed to this as well. That's going to be a 13, and my hand is pointing up above to let you guys know where the other mounting bolt is, which you will never see. That is what makes this job so hard. And right now I'm going to break loose. This 13 was going the wrong way. Cracked it loose, but here we go. There it is, cracked loose. So you can see a little bit of play in the wiring harness. So we're going to go through the motions of getting that off of there, and then we'll remove it by hand the rest of the way. And once we get that off, we'll be able to move up top to get to the most frustrating bolt of this entire job, which is the starter mounting bolt that's above. Sorry for the stuttering. That bolt alone makes this job strenuously hard. So we pull that down out of the way a little bit so we can get our hand up there and pointing up there to let you guys know where I'm going to be going. Alright guys, this audio got cut out as well, but right now I'm explaining exactly where the upper mounting starter bolt is located. You can see that is what's holding the ratchet wrench on right there. So you barely have any room to move that up and down. So it's horrendous. So that took me most of the day when it comes to this job, and that's what is so frustrating about this job. Alright guys, I'm still struggling with the top bolt. So I think I'm going to loosen this one to see if that helps. Wiggle it out, see if we got it the right way. And we do. Get that wire out of the way. It's really tight under the ground, on the ground with this stuff. But I'm trying to get let you guys get a look at this. See, not too tight. Switch to camera angle. This guy's still in the way.
Hopefully this wind isn't too loud, but I'm pretty sure it is. Still too tight. Alright guys, I'm gonna get that out of here the rest of the way, and I'll be right back.
Later.
Alright guys, if you're watching this video and thinking about doing this job, don't do it at all. This is not a joke. I'm never touching one of these cars again, because the simple fact is it's nearly impossible to get that off because how long that is. And I can see it perfectly now with the camera, and trying to get it out of there with anything else other than a flexible ratchet wrench or something like that is impossible, which I don't have right now. So getting that out of there is going to be nearly impossible. So I got it that far, but it's just fighting me, and the starter has been on this car since it was brand new. So I'm gonna have to get a sledgehammer to even loosen it up. But I just wanted to share more of the difficulties with some of these jobs with you guys. Everything isn't easy, everything isn't as fast as people think it is, or as fast as some YouTubers make it seem. So honestly, if you're watching this video, I wouldn't recommend doing this job unless this is your only car and you need to get back on the road drastically. So yeah, I'm going to keep struggling to get this thing out of here, and I'll come back to you guys once we get the starter out.
Much later.
Alright guys, I wanted to show you this before I opened it up. This is the starter I'm going to be using for this job. I'll put a link in the description for it. Alright, enough talking about it. Let's open it up. Alright guys, I'm back. And obviously you can see we got the starter off. This is the old one. Obviously OEM looking starter. Hold on, I just want to hold that up. But that's what it looks like. And this is what the new one looks like. As you can see, the ears of both starters look identical. So I'm gonna put this back in, reverse that process, and just to reiterate, this is the one that's up top that gave me all that trouble. Literally, that took majority of the job. Sorry about that bad camera angle. That took majority of the job. In my opinion, guys, if you have this problem, I would say take it somewhere else and just pay the money for someone else to do it. I'm a mechanic and I didn't want to do it, and that's just the honest truth. This job is pretty annoying, pretty tedious, and it's only because of how it is built, or should I say designed. These upper bolts are just a headache to get to in general, unless you drop the whole cradle of the car, and that means dropping the motor down as well with it. So, but I got this from Amazon like I usually do, so I'll put a link in the description for this one if you're doing this job, and if you are, God, Yahweh, whoever, help you, because it's definitely a piece of work. Whoever designed this is a piece of work in general. That's how I feel about this job, I'm just being honest. But I'm blabbering. I'll leave a description for this, and I'll leave a link for this in the description. So I'm going to go ahead and reverse that process, and I'll come back to you guys once I have this one fully bolted in, just to show you the end result. Alright guys, I wanted to show you the new starter in there. It fits perfectly. Everything is back on. Everything is tightened down. I'm going to show you the process of what I have to do next, because I didn't show you guys me taking it apart, so I'm going to show me putting it back together fully. So I'll be doing that next. Okay, to complete putting it back together, you're going to need to put these ground wires back in place. and slide this back in here where it mounts to, and there's the other one right there. So I'm gonna do that really quick. I'll come back to you guys and tell you what the next step is. All right guys, next thing after tightening these into place, so the bottom one, after tightening that up, next is gonna be the inner wheel well liner. So I'm gonna put the camera down and I'm gonna get this in place, and then we're gonna put the push pins everywhere they go. So yeah, I'll be right back once I get it propped up. All right guys, we got it in there. Hopefully you can hear me over the noisy background. We got it in there. The push clips here, up there. But yeah, so when you're removing everything, you're gonna remove these push clips, and it's one under here somewhere. So you're gonna remove those push clips and reverse everything I just showed you when it comes to removing the starter. So I just wanted to show you that because I couldn't show it to you before because I didn't start filming right away. But yeah, just want to show you guys that. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it on how you replace a starter in a 2008 Lincoln LS. Like I said before, I wouldn't do this job if I were you unless it was your only car in general. Just keep that in mind. This job is not easy in any way, shape, or form. So if you have to do it, get it done to the best of your abilities. But if you have to stop because you can't finish it, don't feel bad. This job is pretty ridiculous, to say the least. But that's how you do the starter or replace the starter on your 2008 Lincoln LS. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you got something out of this video, let me know in the comments below. If you can, hopefully you can hear me. I'm on a busy road. I'm in someone's driveway fixing their car. So hopefully you could hear everything I was saying to you in this video. So, but that's enough talking, man. Catch me in the next one. Peace.